Hi, so for this assignment, we're going to add a pattern to the costume, to the superhero costume. Now, if you zoom in, like to the superhero, you notice that not everything, we're going to just apply the pattern only to the red part of the costume. You should do it to like 90% of the costume. You shouldn't have to apply it to everything. I don't want you to apply it to everything. Just one color, or well, actually the top, the chest, arms, and legs. But you don't have to do the gloves and other details like belts and stuff like that. So you should have this on your layers right here. You should have your color layer. If I hide the color layer, all you're gonna see is the ink drawing, or so you should have it separate the color from the drawing. Okay, you should have two separate layers for color and drawing. Also, I have here the guide. If I hide this, you can see the pencil guide that was drawn, and then then we have the ink drawing on top of the guide. You're gonna hide the guide and have the color. So what I want you to do. Here, I made a mistake here. Let me delete this. Okay, so we only have the color. So from the color layer, I realized that the color layer is made out of all these little pieces that you have. And some of the pieces may be like, you see that? That's one piece of a color layer. So what we're going to do, we're going to select, let's say, we're only going to add a pattern to the red, right? So select one of the pieces that is red, right? And then you're going to, on the color layer, right? We're going to do, we're only going to apply on this costume, we're going to apply the pattern only to the red. But the red is made out of all these different pieces. You see that? All these different pieces that the artist had put in here. So what we're going to do, I'm going to undo that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on a piece. And what we're going to do, that's that piece right there. We're going to combine all these pieces into one piece. So we're going to tell the computer to select everything that is that color, right? So you're going to go to, is it under Edit? I think it's under Edit. And under Edit, you're going to go select same fill color. So just select same fill color. So now that I've selected the red, it's going to select everything that's that color. Now it's selected all the pieces here on my layers, and you can see it is selected here, all the pieces that are that color. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to combine them all into one piece, one object. So I'm going to select that, and I'm going to go to Path, Union. And now we have one piece. Now this piece right here, now we got to label it, otherwise we won't know which one it is. See, if I turn it on and off, that's the one. So I'm going to call it color red, whatever your color is. Now also, your costume should be a light color, because if it's really dark, you're not going to see the pattern. So you might want to light, even after you select it, after you made it onto one piece, you can change the color. Now I'm going to move it down here because I'm not sure if it's covering up anything. Let's see if it's covering up anything. Ooh, look at that. It was covering the eye here. I'm going to leave it that way. So put it at the bottom, the color, and then, or maybe, I don't know. Well, we'll find out. Okay, maybe not. If I want to see the eye, I have a problem with this eye here. Right there, it's got, but if I do Control Z, it goes back to the middle part. Okay, well, let's see what happens. If it's blocking another color, you might have to move it to the bottom, but if it's not, okay. It's not blocking any color. Okay, so then now that I have that one color as one piece, I have it as one piece Took all the pieces together, made it into one piece. I am going to now duplicate this piece. So I'm going to right click and duplicate. Now, this duplicate, you notice that it went from here all the way to the top. So the one on the top, I want you to double click on it, call it clipping mask, or no, pattern, pattern clip. We're gonna use this to apply the pattern that we created. Okay. Okay. So we probably need to copy the pattern onto this layer because we have. See, if I minimize this, I have this pattern that I created. Right? Remember this pattern that we created, and we have it. I have it here as the seamless pattern, and I noticed that it looks seamless. There it is. So what I'm going to do, take a small piece. You don't have to make a big piece. Just draw a small piece. Draw a rectangle, and apply that pattern. Okay. And you see that little piece right there. I have a pattern on that little piece. Copy that piece, Control C, and then apply it to this new layer. Select it and Control V to paste, and there's my rectangle right there with my pattern, right? But and now because I pasted it, now it's saved into my pattern section. So I'm going to select the pattern clip, which is the outline of the color, right? And I'm going to go to my brushes, and then instead of a solid color, I'm going to apply a pattern, and there it is. Let's see, now he has a pattern right there on his face. Now, we can scale this pattern, and we can scale it, rotate it, do whatever, but I'm just going to scale it. So to scale this pattern, and right now I'm selecting the shape that I call the pattern clip. And you go use this tool, the edit path node, and you see this X, and you see let me zoom in a little bit. You see, zoom in a little bit more. You're going to see this X, the circle, and the square. Okay. Now the square is the one. Because once you click on this tool, you have to first select the shape and click on the edit path. Now you got to hold the Control key down with your left hand. Hold it down. Don't let go. And this will be the scale tool. The square will be the scale. It's going to scale the shape. So you can slowly pull it up, and you can see that it's making the pattern smaller. So you decide how big you want the pattern to look, and I like it there. So then you can let go, and you can see the pattern that's been applied to my character, right? But the character was actually, he was orange or red-orange, right? So I'm going to select go back with the move tool, select that pattern clip, and go back to the pattern under the brushes. Now we can apply a layer blending mode right here, layer blending mode. So you can go to, let's say, multiply, and now it's multiplying the colors, combining the green with the orange. Or you can select screen, or you can select darken, or you can select lighten, or you can pick one, overlay. I like overlay. You started to look like Aquaman. Okay, and then you can apply the opacity. You can change the opacity. Let's say I'm going to lower the opacity so it's not so, the detail is not so strong. There, it's kind of subtle. Now you can see I lowered the opacity. I did it set the layer blending mode to overlay, and I lowered the opacity to 60. So now I can just zoom in, and there's the pattern, and it's underneath the drawing. So here are the layers. We have, again, the drawing on top, the color. I have the color red down here, and I have my pattern here. You can move this out of the way so that if in case you want to print it, it won't print there out of the way. So there it is. That's the, don't forget to put your signature on there. You can use either, any of the signatures that we did. We did several ones. So go ahead and stamp a signature. All right. So I think that's it. So if you Control 0, you can maybe frame it a little bit like that. You can see that there's the pattern. We just apply a pattern to the character, and that's it. Okay. Oh, and then go ahead and save it. Save it with the word super pattern. Okay, or pattern superhero, whatever. Just combine the two words, super hero and pattern, as the file name. All right. Bye.